Chances are you have seen this attack ad against 3 Oklahoma Supreme Court justices. It encourages people to vote them out in November.
News 4's Spencer Humphrey has been looking into this mysterious group behind the ad and why a political expert says there's more than meets the eye on this. Spencer?
Yeah, guys, on the surface, the ad might make you feel like 3 of Oklahoma's Supreme Court justices have a political agenda and can't be trusted. But we found the group behind those ads has a political agenda of its own that could stand to benefit from the removal of those judges.
To remove liberals.
The ad makes a bold claim.
Oklahoma Supreme Court Justices Gurich, Cogger, and Edmondson. Is it any surprise all 3 are activist liberal judges?
Painting 3 longtime Oklahoma Supreme Court justices as partisan activists and ending with a call for action.
You have the power to remove all 3.
Urging Oklahomans not to retain the 3 judges on the Supreme Court when their names appear on ballots next month. If the ad feels a little out of the ordinary, it's probably because it is.
In my 50-year political career in Oklahoma, I've been around a long time. I've seen a lot. I've never seen an ad like that, against judges.
In fact, Flashpoint co-host and former Oklahoma Attorney General Mike Turpin says there's a reason judges up for retention don't have an R or D next to their name on the ballot.
We don't want judges to be elected politically. We want judges to be about right and wrong, not right and left.
He says we learned that the hard way in Oklahoma.
We had a scandal in this state back in the 1960s. 3 Supreme Court judges were forced off the bench for taking bribes.
Up until that scandal, it was the sole responsibility of the governor to appoint Supreme Court justices. They could choose anyone they wanted and just needed to get them confirmed by the Senate. But in light of that scandal, Oklahomans voted to amend our state's constitution in 1967 and create what's called the Judicial Nominating Commission. It's a group of 15 people. 6 are handpicked by the governor. Another 6 are chosen by the Oklahoma Bar Association. The Speaker of the House and the Senate President Pro Tem each get to pick one too. Then all of those members get to pick one final member. Together, they find 3 judges they like and present them to the governor. The governor then appoints one of those 3 to the Supreme Court. All 3 of the justices up for retention on the ballot next month were appointed by governors who happen to be Democrats using that system.
That's a good system, and that way you've depoliticized the system.
But the ad suggests just the opposite.
All 3 nominated by the unelected liberal Judicial Nominating Commission and appointed by Democrat governors.
So who's behind the ad? That gets complicated. The fine print says it's a group called People for Opportunity. There's not much out there about them. Their listed address is just a P.O. box. They do have a Facebook page where they posted that ad and also posted ads a couple years ago encouraging people to re-elect Governor Stitt. People for Opportunity's website says the group advocates for policies like the use of public dollars to send children to private schools, defending the electoral college system, criminal justice reform, and ending the state income tax. But it also mentions one more policy priority: reforming the judiciary. Specifically, it calls for eliminating that Judicial Nominating Committee and returning to the old system we had before that 1960s scandal, leaving it up to just the governor. Also on People for Opportunity's website, a list of its board members. As it happens, 2 of them work for the nonprofit Oklahoma Council of Public Affairs, or OCPA. OCPA is a co-sponsor of the controversial Project 2025 plan.
OCPA is a very conservative think tank that generally does the bidding of Kevin Stitt and Ryan Walters, conservative elected officials.
2 elected officials Turpin says have been dealt some losses recently by the Oklahoma Supreme Court.
I truly believe that they're upset that Ryan Walters can't control what books go into the school libraries across the state of Oklahoma.
Since People for Opportunity isn't a political action committee, there's no public list available of their donors. We've been trying to reach the group for several days, but haven't heard back. And potential political agendas aside, Turpin says turning routine judge retention ballot questions into partisan elections is an extremely slippery slope.
It's a dangerous precedent because we're going to have dark money trying to influence who the judges are. Judges are supposed to serve based on the facts, the law, interpret the same with honesty and integrity, no fear, no favor.
Now, it's also worth noting law prevents those judges from running their own campaigns or their own ads to respond to that one that's running. That said, it doesn't stop other groups from running their own ads in favor of those judges.